You know that feeling when you're scrolling through endless monitor options, trying to picture how a 43-inch screen would actually live on your desk? You want something that's reliable, easy to live with day after day, and worth the money, not just a list of brag-worthy specs that sound great on paper but end up being a hassle in real life. That hesitation is real, especially when you're weighing the risk of buying a huge panel that could dominate your workspace or, worse, sit underutilized because it's too big for what you need. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's unpack what a monitor of this size actually brings to the table, and why the Dell P4317Q might be the sweet spot for a certain group of buyers while leaving others better off looking elsewhere. First off, the most obvious thing about a 43-inch display is the sheer amount of screen real estate. At Ultra HD 4K resolution, you're looking at roughly 8.3 million pixels, which translates into razor-sharp text and crystal-clear graphs. In a typical workday, that means you can have a spreadsheet open on the left, a web browser in the middle, and a video conference on the right, all without the constant alt-tabbing that kills productivity. The real-world benefit shows up when you consider tasks that involve a lot of data. I've seen analysts keep 3 to 4 large dashboards open simultaneously on a screen like this, and they report that the ability to see more detail at a glance cuts their analysis time by a noticeable margin. Designers also love the consistent colors across a wide viewing angle, especially when the monitor is placed on a wall mount or used in a collaborative environment where teammates peek over from different spots. The matte coating helps keep reflections at bay, so even in a bright office with windows, the picture stays readable without you having to constantly adjust blinds. One of the more practical strengths of the Dell P4317Q is its cable management. The monitor is designed to pull power, video, and a few peripheral connections through a single rear cable, which dramatically reduces desk clutter. For anyone who's tired of tangled cords and the endless dance of plugging and unplugging, this is a genuine time saver. The one large versus 4 mindset that Dell markets isn't just marketing fluff, it actually means fewer monitors to power, fewer stands to adjust, and a cleaner overall setup. Now, let's talk about the hidden trade-offs. A 43-inch panel isn't something you can just drop on any old desk. You need a sturdy surface, ideally a dedicated workstation or a wall mount that can bear the weight. If your desk is a typical home office size, you might find the monitor overhanging or forcing you into an uncomfortable viewing distance. The recommended viewing distance for a 4K screen of this size is roughly 3 to 4 feet. Sitting too close can make text look pixelated despite the high resolution, and sitting too far can diminish the benefit of the extra screen space. Also, driving a full 4K signal at that size consistently requires a decent graphics card, especially if you plan on multitasking with high-resolution video or occasional light gaming. The monitor itself doesn't come with a built-in USB-C power delivery hub, so you'll still need a separate power brick, which somewhat undercuts the single-cabled convenience when it comes to plugging in the monitor. Who should consider buying this Dell? If you're a data-heavy professional, think financial analysts, engineers, or project managers who regularly juggles multiple applications, the extra real estate pays off in reduced context switching. Remote workers who spend hours on video calls will appreciate the ability to keep a meeting window open while still having a full screen for notes, code, or design work. Small teams in a shared office might also benefit from a single, large display that can act as a digital whiteboard, letting everyone glance at the same information without crowding around a tiny screen. The built-in color consistency and wide viewing angles make it a solid choice for collaborative design reviews, where a few people need to see accurate colors from different spots in the room. On the flip side, if you're a hardcore gamer looking for high refresh rates, low input lag, or adaptive sync technologies, this monitor isn't built for that niche. Gamers usually prioritize performance metrics that aren't mentioned in the Dell's spec sheet, and the P4317Q leans more toward productivity than fast-paced action. Similarly, if you live in a cramped apartment with a modest desk, the physical footprint might feel oppressive. You'll also want to consider budget constraints. While the monitor delivers a lot of value for the price tag, there are smaller 27-inch 4K options that cost less and still give you sharpness, albeit with less space for simultaneous windows. Another practical point is the ergonomics. The stand that comes with the P4317Q offers tilt adjustment, but it doesn't provide height, swivel, or pivot. That means you'll need to position the monitor at the right height right out of the box, or invest in a VESA-compatible arm. If you like to tweak your posture throughout the day, the lack of built-in